Welcome to the Northwest Iowa Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Hayenga. To the left of me, we have Riley Viss. To the right of me, we have Blake Parks. And we're going to jump into this tournament special edition. So we got the play-in games to start with. In Class 1A District 1, we had Westwood Sloan facing off against the mighty Whiting. And that final score was 78-25. We all
26.
had...
26.
What? Sorry, 26. This is a small screen.
Oh.
I think we can all safely say we picked Westwood for this one.
You're right.
Because, let me pull up the stats quick here. It seemed to be a very nice game for Whiting. They only got beat by 50-some.
I think they're done playing basketball for good now.
So, for Whiting, their stats, their lead scorer was Noah Hutt. He had 9 points. Way to go, Noah.
Man.
And they started out actually pretty hot. It was 15-11 after 1. Whiting only was down by 4. And
that's when you know you're hot, when you're only down by 4 at the end of the first.
And then in quarter 2 and quarter 3, they scored 3 points in each of those quarters. And then quarter 4, they caught fire again, scoring 9. But yeah, Westwood Sloan, not a very good team. But
I'm gonna interrupt real quick. The total rebounds was 44-18.
Oh my!
When it was Whiting that won that. No, I'm just kidding. No, Westwood had 20 offensive rebounds. They had more offensive rebounds than Whiting had rebounds.
And then we have for Westwood, we had Sam Miller. The lead scorer was 17. Yeah, good job, Sam. And yeah, Westwood, not a very good team, but good enough to beat Whiting by 52. So we'll give them credit where credit is due. So next up, we have, that was our only playing game in Class 1A District 1. And then in Class 1A District 2, we had MMCRU facing the Mighty Mavericks from Clay Central Everly. And that game was won by MMCRU. Final score 68-44. So MMCRU, how was their performance?
I mean, I'm looking at quick stats here, trying to get it up, but it's taking forever. I'll take a look at MMCRU. They won by 22, correct? No, 24. Sorry, can't do that. They shot decent. They went 8 for 28 from the three-pointer, though. Or 20 from 51 from the rest.
Yeah, we're not really expecting a state championship matchup here.
Oh, dude, they didn't score any points in the first, second, or third, or fourth quarter.
And yet they scored 68.
You better watch out, George. I don't know.
Oh, man. Those quick stat glitches, I tell you. But Joel Johnson, the senior, coming out hot with 20 points. What else can I say? We got MMCRU, a bad team, versus Clay Central Everly, one of the worst teams. Clay Central Everly doesn't have any stats up. I feel like
they scored 44 with no stats.
Good job, Clay Central Everly.
And they didn't score in any quarters, dude. They have one win of the year. This is a moral win. They have one actual victory. This is a moral win for sure.
I mean, how good are these teams scoring 0 points in a quarter and yet scoring points?
And so MMCRU takes down Clay Central Everly. Now let's have a moment of silence for MMCRU when they play George Little Rock tonight.
I got MMCRU.
Looking at BC Moore, the over-under is George Little Rock by 50 tonight. Will they do that? I don't know.
No. You know they won't run the score up.
Yeah, this is in Eastern Iowa.
They'll tease them with 40. Eastern, chill. I told Northland that we wouldn't make fun of them no more. Stop.
My apologies to Northland. They're actually probably one of the greatest offenses impresses this state has ever seen.
For sure. Shout out to Jake Kimler.
Give credit where credit is due.
Stay tuned.
So, we have Class 2A District 1. One of the playing games was Siouxland versus Okoboji Milford. And Siouxland took that one, 79-62. And they help out Boyden Hall season.
Shut up.
After Boyden Hall was terrified of playing Okoboji at round 2.
Yo, if you look at these stats, they had 1, 2, 3, 4. They had 5 people in double digits. That's Sibley. They had 5 people in double digits. That's always going to be tough to beat. You can't beat that. How did they shoot? 10 for 16 from downtown. That's tough. 28 for 44. Dude, that's winning basketball. What's your point at, Blake?
Okaboji had only 5 people that scored.
And
Chris Halber had 19. Lucas Lorenzen had 18. Kyle Martin with 12. They had somebody with 9 and 4. And that was it for scoring.
Okaboji, they have some athletes, but that's about it, some.
And Chris Halber was 7 of 15 from the field, and Lucas Lorenzen was 8 of 15.
So shout out to Lucas Lorenzen. His final game of the freshman year, he scores 18. I mean, he definitely has a very bright future ahead of him, carrying Okaboji or maybe Spirit Lake someday. But who knows? They've had some of those. I'm hoping he stays in the Siouxland, but you never know.
He will.
He'll be a stud at Okaboji. And then in our next game,
He will, but Okaboji won't.
in our next game we have Unity Christian versus West Lion, and that game was won by Unity Christian 72-59. So what is our feelings on that game? Pulling up the stats right now. We're gonna get into this West Lion.
We were so unprepared for this one. Just letting everybody.
This is just on the fly, guys. We got a game tonight. We're focusing a lot on that. But
all these playing games.
this is for West Lion. The leading scorer for West Lion, Jalen Gramstad, had 22 points, and that was the only person in double digits for West Lion.
He was 5 of 7 from 3.
Not bad.
Played well. I mean, they didn't have many scores, but they got everybody in.
West Lion only had 14 total rebounds.
Yeah, they're definitely not going to win with that. And that's kind of surprising. Well, it's not really surprising for this West Lion team, but most years you have West Lion, that is their strength. It's rebounding, toughness, because a lot of years I was wondering, what do they feed those children over there? Because going from middle school to high school, right? Let's not cause any controversy. But going from middle school to high school,
nobody from West Lion on our podcast. I can make fun of them.
And I don't know, they're just some big boys over there.
Yeah.
And at Unity had.
Let me back up to West Lion quick. They had 16 total fouls, and 10 of them came from 2 kids.
Wow. It's impressive.
Logan Meyer had 5, and Trevor Ranke had 5 as well.
Yo, it's like league last night, dude. They all probably should have been fouled out too.
Yeah, Unity only shot 11 threes, but they made 6 of them, so that's over 50. We're definitely going to take that. 12 for 15 on their free throws. That is where the win comes from, right there.
They out-rebounded West Lion 33 to 14.
33?
33-14.
I thought you said 53. I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
it probably felt like 53 to West Lion.
Probably.
So there's that game. Moving on from Class 2A District 1, we go to Class 2A District 2. And the first game we have on that one is Esterville Lincoln Central taking on Emmitsburg. Esterville Lincoln Central doubled Emmitsburg, where they had 42 points, and Emmitsburg had 21. So Esterville Lincoln Central took that dub.
I am on Esterville's, and they got everybody in again, which not a surprise there. They only gave up 3 points in the first quarter, 8 points in the first half, and then 2 points in the fourth quarter. The most they gave up was 11.
Don't even look at Emmitsburg. They have no stats.
Oh, impressive. They still put up
They scored 3, 5. They came out halftime hot with 11, then only scoring 2 in the final quarter.
That's definitely not how you close out a game.
It was only 8-2.
And Esterville Lincoln Central actually was... It was only 8-2 because they had their backups in there. But still, their backups still beat them 8-2.
And the second quarter was 9-5.
They shot 16 for 48, 5 for 15 from downtown. That is not good shooting for Esterville.
Definitely.
They're going up against Forest City, who seems to be a pretty good offensive team, and it's not going to fly against them. It's not going to fly.
Moving on from that one, we can't really give too many opinions on this bracket since there's no Siouxland Conference team, but we'll try our best. And we had Pocahontas area versus Manson Northwest Webster. Pocahontas area won that 83-59.
And I'll take it.
Pocahontas.
Don't even look at Pocahontas.
No stats.
Don't even look.
Let's try Manson. See if
They do have stats up. Their high score was Caden Hansen with 33.
Not bad.
12 of 23 from the field. 8 of 8 for his free throw.
Yeah, majority of their points. He had over half of their points.
What really hurt them was senior Dawson Estergaard with 0 points. You're a senior and you're scoring 0 points and you're a starter. You just can't have that. Their other seniors, Brian Pearson, had 8 points, which is a good performance, but you can't go out with 8 points. And then Derek Geard had 4 points. And then the other senior that starts at 10. So, I mean, it's an old team, and I do not want to watch them next year because they're going to be horrible.
Yeah, kind of a...
Wait, Tom, did you guys see the... Oh, did you... Never mind, you guys just said that. The 33 points?
Yeah, 33 points.
23 fouls, though.
Holy crap.
Yeah, looks like just a solid...
Seemed like almost everybody had a foul. You had somebody 4, 3, and 5, then 2, 4, 2, 2, and 1.
Hand check.
This looks like Northwest Webster was out of it at the beginning, and they did not recover. So, moving on from that district, we have Class 2A District 15. First game we're looking at on that one is Comfort Catholic versus MVAOCCOU, which is the last time I'm going to say that. And Comfort Catholic won that one 66-55.
And I have Carroll's stats here. They didn't look like an odd performance or anything. It just looks like your normal performance. They have a bunch of seniors on this team. 4 of their 5 starters are seniors. And then the rest are all juniors, except for 1 sophomore on the team. So this next year, either those juniors are going to have to step up, or it's going to be an ugly year to watch next year. But they go up against OABCIG, which we don't know anything about them either. But I feel like that's going to be a good match.
Kemper Catholic out rebounded MVAOCOU 36-18.
Doubled their rebounds. So that's a big aspect of the game, and that's a big reason why they won this one. And MVAOCOU, they still, it's not like they got their butts beat, but 10-point loss and you only had 18 rebounds, that's where you lost the game.
Can you pause the recording or not?
Let me check. No, I can't.
Alright. I'll look at the winning team, you look at the losing team, and it'll make it faster.
Alright, adjustments on the fly. Alright, so...
Just since we gotta get going to our big game tonight.
We have Alta Aurelia facing off against Missouri Valley. Let me pull that one up quick. And Alta Aurelia won that one.
Oh my goodness.
66-30.
It was 23-2 at the end of the first.
Oh my.
23-2. How do you come back from that?
Missouri Valley has no stats. Understandable.
Alta Aurelia had a 19-point scorer, a senior. Man, they got a bunch of seniors too. They have 3 starting seniors and then 1 off the bench. But they have a bunch of sophomores and freshmen on the team, so look out for them next year. But looks like your normal game, 24 for 50. They had 6 fouls. That's it. Hand check. That's impressive. 2 blocks, 17 steals. 17 steals. All came from the first quarter, I bet, too. Otherwise, it looks like your normal game. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Anybody else have anything? No.
Not really other side besides Alta Aurelia destroying them. So let's move on to probably the most exciting district in Northwest Iowa.
I'd say so.
Class 2A District 16. And for the first game, we have Cherokee Washington facing off against Sheldon. Sheldon took that one 53? That's 63-54.
Can we get like a siren? It's our first upset. Our very first upset. We need a siren. Like you hear on ESPN or something. We need
Yeah, you got it, Beth.
But glad to see that Siouxland's taking down the Lakes Conference. Come on.
Do you have any stats on Sheldon? Cherokee has no stats.
I am 2 seconds from. Yep. All right, 13 for 30. They only made 13 shots. Wow. 6 for 18 from downtown. Oh my gosh.
Was it Mini Ty J that went off?
31 free throws made. 36 attempted.
Oh my goodness.
That's
where you win games.
Mm-hmm.
31
But
points.
also,
that's half their points.
How do you get
Free
sent to
throws.
the free throw line for 36 shots?
How?
Either
I wish we had stats for Cherokee. That's embarrassing. How do you do that?
Maybe a reason that I think a reason could have been Cherokee was up early, and then everyone fouled out.
Ty J Jr. 23 points, 4 for 8 from downtown, 9 for 9 at the line, baby.
Not bad.
Ty J Jr. He's only a sophomore.
That's a nice thing seeing Sheldon from the Siouxland taking down those bigger Lakes opponents. So
They also got 4 seniors though, and Sheldon has that. You always said Sheldon was young. I thought you said Sheldon was young. They have 4 seniors and they're playing like this. Wow. Okay.
hey, they're playing to win like they did in the first round. So
Yes, sir.
then we had probably one of the best playing games. We had Rock Valley versus Hinton.
It was close in the first 3 quarters. These stats say
It was 14-7 after 1. It was 27-14 at half.
Hey, it was all football. Come on. Jay Small wants to play football.
Rock Valley took this one 64-45. And yeah, it's kind of just what I expected from Rock Valley in this one.
Scoring looks like it didn't get picked up until after halftime.
For both teams.
Yeah.
For both teams, yeah.
Well, it looks like Hinton really kicked it in the second half, but first half, just looks like they came out cold and tired. Didn't look like they were there.
The leading scorer for Rock Valley was Brayton Vikikrix with 17. JT Vental had 11. And everybody else, yeah, that's it for double figures.
Hinton shot terrible. 18 for 52, 6 for 21 from 3. Only had 5 free throw attempts, made 3 of them. They had 2 people in double digits, but one shot 4 for 11. He's a senior. They have a bunch of seniors in this roster as well.
How many rebounds did Hinton have?
Total?
Yeah.
33.
Rock Valley had 46.
Wow.
So they definitely won the battle
How
of
did
the
Rock Valley
boards.
shoot?
Rock Valley shot 25 of 55,
Yeah,
8 of 22 from 3, 6 of 13 from the line.
Shooting just was not there.
Rock Valley had 18 offensive rebounds.
See, this is the Rock Valley team.
Hold up. Rock Valley had 14 steals.
They definitely putting the pressure on the teams who probably didn't face up against teams of this physical stature as much.
JT
had 5. Elliot had 3. JoJo had 2. And we had 4 others with 1.
There was 9 steals on the other end, but I don't know. It just looks like the better team won, obviously. But it's just what it looks like the better team overcame.
But looking at Rock Valley, they shot 25 for 55, which isn't bad, but 8 for 22 for threes and 6 for 13 from the line. If they want to beat Western tonight, they can't shoot like that.
Oh no,
it's pretty simple. Sure. If they come out and they get hot like they did against Boynton Hall, like they did against George Hood Rock, they got a real chance tonight. But if they come out like they played against Hinton,
2 of them fired up already.
If they come out like they did against Hinton, Western's gonna be all over them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that's what we got for.
There's your recap. Now we gotta get to predictions.
So for tonight, we got a lot of basketball tonight, but
a ton of basketball, man.
Probably the most. This is definitely the largest round we're gonna have. So starting in 1A, we have St. Mary's Remsen versus Westwood. And
obviously we know who's gonna win that one.
Yeah, Westwood is gonna take that by 30.
No, St. Mary's is down to 19 now. They were 21st when this brackets first came out. So I mean, it looks like they're staying where they're at, but they're I don't know. They ain't gonna win by too much. I don't think. I don't know. Westwood did play pretty good, and they're coming off a big win. So I mean, I don't know. Both teams are ranked about the same.
Sure, that game is at 7 o'clock at St. Mary's Remsen. For all you either Westwood Sloan fans or St. Mary's Remsen fans. And St. Mary's. I don't even really think it's that much of a question.
No.
Westwood Sloan went into the playing game for a reason.
Yep.
And St. Mary's just gonna be all over them.
Yep.
So then we have another game at 6:30 at Lawton Bronson. Kingsley Pearson takes on Akron Westfield, and I'm gonna take Kingsley Pearson for that one.
I'm taking Kingsley as well. I'm sticking with my pick. Obviously, our picks are locked in now, but I'm gonna keep with them.
I'm going upset. I got Akron.
Ooh.
Is that who you have in your bracket?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just wondering, does Akron Westfield still have that like gunslinger from last year?
I have no clue.
Because we played Akron Westfield in the tournaments, and they had this one guy who probably shot over half of their shots for them. Like, you could be mad at him as a teammate, but I gotta give credit to that guy. He did not care. He just let her buck. Didn't care what was happening. I think number 5. I think that's him. Let me take a look. Or let's not take a look. I'm pretty sure he's still there. Galen Catholic. This is at Galen Catholic at 7. Galen Catholic takes on Siouxland Christian. I have Galen in that one.
I think we all do. There's no big change in the rankings there. I'm the one looking at the rankings here for each matchup, and it's probably like a repeated record. No team really changes big time, but if we do find a big change, we will definitely shout it out. Otherwise, they're staying about where they're ranked. I have Lamar's dominating this game by 25 plus. Oh, we forgot to look at the predictions. Just keep going.
Then we have
no one really cares about this district anyways.
Lawton Bronson takes on Woodbury Central, and I have Lawton Bronson in that one.
Me as well.
Projected to win by 20 or by 15.
Yeah.
I have them winning it anyways, so let's not much talk there. We don't know either team. Woodbury Central is really on a down year this year.
So there is Class 1A District 1. Moving on, Class 1A District 2. We have
this first matchup.
George Little Rock taking on Rest in Peace MMCRU at George Little Rock.
Oh, man.
So that's MMCRU RIP. At George Little Rock at 8 o'clock. So George Little Rock has a 50-point advantage, and they're at home. So I'm sorry, MMCRU, but GOR. I'm so sorry.
Wait, George played Kingsley Pearson at Northwestern College?
Yep, that was early in the season.
Why doesn't... Hey, Francis, we should really play some more neutral site games at like colleges like everybody else does. What?
After that call, can we all say MMCRU is winning this one?
I have MMCRU by negative 50.
Give me George Little Rock. I don't think it'll be 50 because
it's Siouxland. We don't run up the score.
We don't run up the score, so
sure.
I'll say
backups will be in.
I'll say 35.
Third quarter.
It's gonna be a 35-point game.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we have Hartley Melvin Sanborn taking on Trinity Christian tonight. That game earlier in the season was quite a thriller, and this one's at George Little Rock at 6:30. And I took Trinity in this one because you know what, Trinity's been down in the poopers for a while now, and I think it's time for them to get out of that.
HMS won by 1 in their first matchup, and that one was at Trinity. Then Trinity got revenge in overtime and won by 1 at HMS. Trinity is supposed to win by 1.23. I'm taking Trinity in one heck of a game. If these two teams are ranked higher, I'd be going to that game.
Maybe we should go to this game tonight.
Where's that?
That's at George Little Rock.
Oh, it's not a bad game, but they're not going anywhere.
It's like 0.3 miles away from my house.
0.3 miles. But yeah, that game is not going to be boring to watch for sure.
Blake, who do you got for this one?
Same as everybody else. Trinity, arguably, not even arguably, it's one of their best years.
Oh, for sure.
As a school.
Top 2 at the least.
And then after that game, we have South O'Brien Paulina facing off against Harris Lake Park. I took Harris Lake. Wait, nope, South O'Brien. Give me South O'Brien for that one by 15 or 20.
Actually, South O'Brien by 23.
Wait, Tom, who am I on? Ankeny Christians is supposed to win by 70 tonight. I accidentally clicked on them. Oh my gosh. Man. But no, I was going to bring up Trinity. Going back and thinking about it, I think they only have one playoff win in their school history. I mean, their school history's only, 10 years-ish? 10, 15?
Yeah, not very old.
5 to 15 years-ish. I think they only have one win in the postseason. And their school's got to be excited about this.
This would be huge for Trinity.
This would be big. Because that was a playing game, too.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a playing game no more. They finally got out of that playing game.
Yeah, I think this is Trinity's year to win. Well, a
Okay.
playoff game. They'll win a game.
Make
I
some
want them to win a
upsets.
game.
I really want them to win, too.
So, yeah, South O'Brien winning that. Can we all agree on that one?
Yes, sir.
And then we have GTRA facing off against Central Lyon. I had GTRA for this one. I'm not sure what the over-under
What am I
is.
thinking? I don't know.
They got
Central Lion's
Central
supposed to win
Lyon
by
by
7.
7. Well, if you round it up, it's 8.
It's 8, yeah.
I know I took the upset.
I took the upset too, but I'm going with Central Lyon, but in here I have GTRA. Oh well. Should be another fun matchup.
Yeah.
This district is obviously owned by Central Lyon and South O'Brien, but every other matchup, George Little Rock and South O'Brien, I caught it on. You guys are staring at me. I caught it on too. But besides for those two teams, every other game was actually interesting. I thought that MMCRU and Clay Central Everly would be interesting, but obviously it wasn't. But every matchup is interesting in the first round. They're all gonna be close.
Yeah, I like this district.
Shut up.
Why?
Alright, so we go to Class 2A District 1, and we have Boyden Hall versus Sibley Cheatham. That's going to be our first half game. This one's at Sioux Center.
At
Is that
Boyden
Sioux
Hall.
Center?
It's at Boyden Hall.
Oh, sorry.
It used to be at Sioux Center, yes.
Okay, yeah. When I printed it out, it said Sioux Center. We have Boyden Hall versus Sibley Cheatham at Boyden Hall at 7.
They have Boyden Hall winning by 20.
Yeah. I don't know.
You really don't know? The first time we beat them is by 19. Second time we beat them was by 24.
I don't know, but Boyden Hall was supposed to be Bogie by 21, and they lost.
Bogie's a whole different team, bud. We struggle.
Yeah,
the
they're
first
worse than
matchup we only
Sibley.
beat them by 9 at home. We struggle against Bogie every year. Well, part of you don't understand, son.
You know what? I guess I'll take Boyden Hall for this one.
You can take Sibley, please. Please do.
No, I already have it locked
Please
in.
do, Western.
I have it locked in.
That's my foot.
So, who else do we got? Do we all have Boyden Hall?
Yeah.
Alright.
I think I got Arizona winning that matchup actually. Sorry to say. Yeah.
Moving on. We have Sioux Center versus Unity Christian at Sioux Center. Battle for the
You almost said Sioux Center.
battle for what?
What were you gonna say?
This one's at Sioux Center. This one's battle for Sioux County, Orange City versus Sioux Center. And
They hate each other.
I'm gonna go for. I got Sioux Center winning this one.
They have Sioux Center. If you round it up, they have Sioux Center by 5.
Actually, they have them by 4.69.
That's what
He
you
said
said. You round it
round.
up.
Yeah, but it
You
says
just
4.
wanted to say 6'9".
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah,
He's
it's
in
nice.
Jail. He's in jail. No, I got Sioux Center winning this one. Unity's not going to be ready for the Siouxland game.
I mean, they just beat West Lyon.
Boyden Hall lost by 20. All right.
I mean, I want to take Unity, but I got Sioux Center, but it'll be
It's at Sioux Center, man. You gotta take home.
yeah.
You just gotta.
It'll be a close game.
Alright, moving on from that one, we have Class 2A District 2, the most fun one. We have Forest City versus Esterville Lincoln Central at Forest City. I'm going with the home court. I'm going to say Forest City wins this one.
Forest City by 6 is the prediction. This district is terrible. Like, let's just be honest.
I
This
mean,
district
it'd be
is not
fun
good.
for the announcer to say the midgets win again, but I feel like this is where their streak ends. So who do we all
Although,
got?
they are really good in NBA 2K that we made.
Yeah.
By the way, shout out to our NBA 2K creator, Mega Champion 24. If you want to play with all high school teams in Northwest Iowa, he created 36 Northwest Iowa teams, and honestly, you got to give it a check out. And we have 6 teams that are the best
that
in
are
the state.
across the Iowa.
Jake Hilmer said he might be playing with Northwind.
Mm.
Told him to give it a check out, and he said, "Heck yeah, there's Northwind."
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Jake Hilmer.
So, we all got Forest City winning this one, or anyone take
I
the
don't
upset?
know. There might be an upset here. It's only supposed to be a 6-point win, but I will take home court advantage just because it's home court.
I mean, I want to see an upset, but I have.
I wouldn't be surprised for the upset there. That'd be a fun game to go to. Let's go. We were supposed to leave looking out.
All right, then we have Lake Mills versus Pocahontas at Forest City at 6:30. I took Pocahontas in this one. I took the upset.
It's supposed to be a 3-point win for Pocahontas. Pocahontas came into this as the 3 seed. They are ranked first in this entire district. They are ranked the best, but they are seeded in 3rd.
Oh,
I have Pocahontas winning this.
That coach's meeting must have been intense.
I'm pretty sure I had Pocahontas too.
Maybe they like underdogs. Maybe he voted against himself.
They like the challenge.
For sure.
All right, so
He just wanted to play more games.
now we have Class 2A District 15, the other exciting one. And we have OA BCIG versus Comfort Catholic. I took OA BCIG in this one.
Does anybody have a prediction on that? My computer's being really stupid today. OA BCIG is 23rd in the state, which isn't bad, but if you're coming in as the 1 seed in your district and you're ranked 23rd, are you really that good? This district is not strong. But we got Carroll losing by 8. I will take. What was it?
That's my computer, sorry.
I'll take OA BCIG, and I think Blake's going to agree.
Yeah.
Correct or non-correct?
Correct.
All right. Then the other game.
I like Carroll Comfort.
The other games tonight at 6:30. We have Esac County taking on Alta Aurelia, and I took Alta Aurelia in that one.
This is my favorite game here. Honestly, I like both teams in this district. Those 2 teams are the teams I have winning. I have Esac winning this district.
Supposed to be a 3-point game.
Esac's supposed to win it by 3. I really do think. I honestly think Esac or Alta will win this district. I don't think OABCIG is really that good. They lost Esac earlier this year. What?
I took them with the win.
Yeah, that's your own fault.
You know what?
And don't worry, I'm with you. We're taking Alta Aurelia all the way.
Oh, you took Alta? Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
took
this
that
is the district that we
I had
really
that win.
agree on.
We had 3 different winners.
It's a tough district. All 3 teams can win it, except for OB.
You know what? I have faith in them. So then, and this is probably the 2 best matchups that we have tonight. And so first one is at West Sioux in Haywarden. This one is at 8 o'clock, and it is. Ooh, we could probably catch that one. We have West Sioux versus Sheldon.
They got West Sioux by 17.
Well,
isn't bad though.
I have no choice but to take West Sioux since I was taking them against Cherokee anyways.
I had West Sioux going to state actually out of this.
I had West Sioux winning this game.
Yes, sir. Not much talk there. I mean, Sheldon's coming off a big upset over Cherokee. It's not actually a big upset. It's a mediocre one, but it's the first upset in Northwest Iowa in the playoffs. So I'm going to call it big.
Yeah, not really much talk with that one. West Sioux's going to take this one. And then the other one, at 6:30, we have Western Christian facing off against Rock Valley. This one says it's at West Sioux. I'm going to go to the internet. Don't trust the paper, trust the internet. What?
It's at Western.
Yeah, trust the internet, guys.
And
okay.
I believe it's actually at 7.
It's at 7 at Western
Every
Christian
game's at
Hall.
7.
We have Western Christian versus Rock Valley. I took Western in this one, but I'm not going to lie, I'm going to take it in a close game.
Western's supposed to win by 8. Who'd you pick to win? Western?
Mm-hmm.
They do have the star player back. I don't know if that's going to make a big difference or not. They seem like an up or down team. They'll either show up and beat you, or they're going to show up and kind of struggle and not beat you, obviously. Same with Rock Valley. These 2 teams are both very inconsistent on how dominant they can be. So I'm glad we're going to the second half. I really hope they both show up. Like if one team doesn't show up and the other team does, then it's not really gonna be cool.
I know I took Western in this one based on what I thought.
Yeah.
But I want Rock Valley to win this.
I want Rock Valley to win too.
That would be so.
Okay, we're all on the same page.
I want Rock Valley to win this one, but I'm picking Western to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I'm wrong on this, I will be happy with that.
Yep.
So that
But
concludes.
that concludes it all. You can
Let's
do
hope.
that.
Alright.
You know.
Let's hope Ellie and JoJo take into consideration what I texted them before this podcast.
Talking about our bracketology, really quick to end out the podcast. The only pick me, Riley Viss, got wrong was Okaboji over Sibley. Sibley took that matchup. What about you, Aaron? Which one did you have wrong?
The only one I had wrong was the Sheldon game. So I picked Cherokee to win that one. And not gonna lie, I was like right before the game actually started. I'm like, hey, I think Sheldon has a better shot at winning this
I really
one.
did too. I don't know. I picked Sheldon, so I don't know why you guys didn't pick Sheldon really. And then Blake, you don't have your bracket, but do you remember?
I'm looking over the brackets, and so far I'm not really seeing any error
I thought you said you had
quite
Cherokee.
yet. No, I had Sheldon in that one. Where is that bracket at? Well, it was the Sibley and Okaboji game.
You got that one wrong. You
Yes,
had Boji?
that was
Oh, yeah,
the
that's
only
right,
one
so-
I got wrong.
All right.
So let's
We're all
have
still tied.
some fun tonight watching some basketball. I advise you guys to go out and watch your team or watch a team around you because tonight's gonna be crazy.
But take a peep at our. It's gonna be too late now, but take a peep at our Snapchat to know where we go each night.
And I'd like to give out some quick final shout outs. Shout out to my boys from George Little Rock. You know who I'm talking to: Blake, Nato, Peyton, Lucas, Johnny, Ben, Caleb, Matt, Jaden, Landon, Mason, Seth, and Colin. You guys go get yourself a dub tonight. Anyone else with the shout outs?
I want to say, I put it on the Snapchat, but I want to say stay tuned to State Week. We have 4 huge prospects coming in on
Maybe
our
5
podcast.
now.
Maybe 5, maybe 6, and honestly, we could have up to 8 that week. Up to 8 huge prospects.
Can't wait.
There's one dude, he's been looked at by Duke, USC, UCLA, Kansas, Iowa, Iowa State. He had 17 schools in there, and the worst one was probably like Iowa and Iowa State in Creighton and Drake. That was the worst school that looked at him. He's got national attention. He's number 31 in his entire grade. He's 7 foot tall. We won't give out any names, and he's only a junior.
Okay, but the guy who's possibly going on that I recruited, he can dunk.
This dude's 7 foot.
Oof.
Are you sure? Yeah, but
Oh, I know the dude you're talking about. That 360 dunk at State last year in the championship.
Riley, you're gonna give it away.
Only Brady knows that one. Nobody else watched the game.
So yeah, this was the Northwest Iowa Sports Podcast, bringing you the real round 1 of of district basketball. So yeah, everyone go out, watch your team, and have a lot of fun with it tonight. From Hull, Iowa, we are signing off.